Welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small adventures with the World War II time frame. Today you are going to join us in a very special hunt. We are going underwater exploring and we are looking for a German World War II ghost vessel. The Germans utilized a lot of different kinds of vessels during the Second World War. Some of those you see here and some are very unique in its own way, and we are definitely going to see if we can find that today. And how are we going to do that? That is how we're going to do it. A company reached out to our community, and the company is named QYSea, and they said they have this fantastic little thing, a ROV called V6 Fifish V6, and that is going to be something really special to try out. I'm going to tell you all about it when we get out there in the field, but that is basically what we're going to use today, and who knows what we'll find down into the deep. So there are many secrets, many ghost ships still down there. Will we be able to find it? I don't know. Let's find out together. Let's go. Alright, we arrived at the location. I'm preparing it and we're going to launch it into the deep blue sea for this special mission back in time. I'm going to use the Fifish V6 QYSea ROV. That is a fantastic tool. It's got like a 4K camera on the front, very strong LEDs, 6 thrusters, makes it omnidirectional. It can go in any direction, and especially when you go like this, you don't disturb things on the bottom, and it's just fantastically stable and so far very reliable. You control it by this, either a tablet, you can see my hand here in the camera, so you control it by a tablet or a phone, and there's a cable running from the controller into this tether roll, and you have 100-meter tether, and it can go down to 100-meter. So far this is just fantastic, and I'm so glad that QYSea gave us the opportunity to work with this, and we can show you images that we're going to see here right now today. Okay, we have it in the water, and before I go diving I always perform some tests to check that the ROV is doing what it's supposed to do, and I have the feeling this could be a very nice dive. You can see here it can go to the left, it can go to the right. You can put the angle of the dangle, I almost said, any way you want, and can turn left, turn right, and it's just a amazing tool and enables us to do so many cool things. And now we're gonna go absolutely just down like that, and let's go into the deep and see if we can find this little target of today's mission. Well, this is the view that I have, and I'm gonna see if I can start the hunt here. I'm gonna go down. So now we are going down, and this vessel has been sunk here, and I don't know why actually, but I definitely know that this is the vessel we're looking for, and we are going to see if history will share some beautiful moments with us here. I just wanted to see a little bit around here. There could be items that are actually from that time frame as well. I doubt it. Mostly it looks like there are tires at least, but is that an anchor? I couldn't tell. You can see here in the GoPro, this is my perspective. It's just fantastic, just fantastic. Just rolled out a little bit more, and there's tons of debris here. I really couldn't tell you what all these things are. I'm hoping that we'll soon be able to find the vessel, but it's so exciting, you know. We're looking for a vessel that the Germans kind of requisite for their kind of work and what they needed it to do. And so many years later it sunk. As I said, this vessel was built in 1941. It is like 52 tons heavy, 20 meters long, 5.5 meter wide, and it should absolutely be possible to find. All right, everybody out there, have faith in us, and I think we did it. I think we really did it. And through the controls here, you can see just this little small screen. But what if I do this? Can you see it? I don't believe it. It's right in front of us. Holy Madonna. We are actually back in time. This vessel was made in 1941. We are here. It is. Oh my goodness. That is actually the vessel that we're looking for. And we are doing it together underwater here. That is unreal. Unreal. I'm just gonna kind of see if I can get a little bit shallower so I can get an overview. Oh, I can see some oh, what is that in the back there? Are you kidding me? All right, okay, let's see if we can gently move forward towards the vessel. Holy bananas, it's there. Oh, and I can see the mast coming up there as well. Oh, that is our vessel. That is our vessel. I don't believe it. We found it. Okay. I have to be very careful because I don't want to get entangled into some lines. But we are definitely... it has to be that. It is. So we're not deeper than 3.5 meters. That's where the wreck starts. And I'm gonna see if I can just get close enough to almost touch it for you here. Oh wow, it is there. So let's go over here. I'm just amazed by this ROV. Look what it does for us. It brings us down into the deep. We don't even have to get wet. And now, let me turn over here. Wow, I'm gonna try and put the lights on and just see what that does. It actually brings out so much more of the small details in the water, but we can use that when we get even closer. Wow, this is the front deck of the vessel. I'm just gonna go. Let me see if I can get a bit higher. Yeah. I'm so afraid to get entangled into the mast there. And wow, look at that. Wow. That is fantastic. While I'm kind of hovering around here, let me tell you a little bit about these vessels. You know, when the war started, the Germans were in such a great need of supplies, especially food items, and they knew they had a plan to attack different countries in Europe. And even before they attacked, they made a plan, and they sorted out matters of how to deal with these needs. You know, like meat and all kinds of resources, and then especially fish. So they actually established something called the German Reichskommissariat, and it had its own fish department, and that was controlled from Altona in Hamburg in Germany. And all the activity and all the planning of what the German, you know, war machine needed was during regarding food and stuff like that. That was kind of handled by the department in Altona in Hamburg. And what we are seeing here is the result of something very special that happened. I'm just gonna do something. I'm gonna take some photos and I'm gonna get back to you. All right, I'm back on the screen. I just wanted to take some beautiful photos of the mast there. You see that? And that was quite a surprise that it's actually complete there for us to see. And you see there's a kind of a rope or whatever in the front there. I'm not gonna get entangled into that. But as I said and talked about, it was a huge demand when the Germans invaded different kinds of countries. There was a huge demand for vessels to work for the Germans, and even a greater demand for actually supplying goods like fish, meat, and all of that. And that was especially during the first 2 years of the war. And look at these images here. This thing is just amazing. Look at that. That's the front deck of this vessel from 1941, which probably the Germans requisite to their use, as they did with most of these vessels. Anyway, just an example to show you how much that it was involved. A country like Norway made an agreement with Germany to actually supply the Germans with, during the first 12 months, they agreed to supply the Germans with not less than 150,000 tons of fish. And of course, you would need a lot of vessels to do that. And wow, is that? Oh, I'm right next to the tower. Let me see. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh my God, this is incredible. That is just incredible. Look at the images we get here. I think I saw the pilot's house. Let me see. Let's go down there. I think I actually spotted the pilot house down there. So we can kind of slide a little bit deeper here. Yeah, that's the, wow. That's the pilot house coming up there. All right, let's just hover here and let's continue on this little presentation of kind of facts here. All over Europe, as I said, vessels were kind of taken over by Germans. Not always taken over, but they needed them, so they asked people to work for them, and they actually did. And look at that. Wow, sailing in here. That is just incredible. Look at that view. Wow. Especially the Deutsche Kriegsmarine, or the German Navy, they requires these. I'm sure what is it called, requisite. Well, they took over the vessels, whatever, or at least the command of what the vessels were supposed to do and things like that. I'm getting a bit blah blah here now because this is so exciting. I never expected to actually be able to show you this, but this is just fantastic. And now I have to go a little bit backwards because I don't want to get into the ship's tower there. So I think we're gonna slide on to the left here. Yeah, let's go down here. Oh wow, see there the stairs where they went up. Anyway, it was an estimated 20,000 vessels that the Germans needed, and they took control of them. And that was throughout Europe. Some countries contributed a lot more than others, but they became a very, very important resource for the German war machine. Have a look at that. Wow. I think I'm gonna shut up and let's just cruise around here for a while. Just imagine, this vessel was built in 1941, as I said, in its full glory during the first years of the war. The Germans kind of told them what to do, where to do, and when to do. That is sad. It should be something used by a family to support the family, go fishing and kind of live off that. Instead, you had to serve the German war machine to give them enough supplies to do what they did. That's actually sad, but this is, look at the view here. I can't get over this. This is just amazing. I'm just wondering is it possible? No, there is a rope there, so we're definitely not gonna go that way. So let's slide over here. See how controllable this ROV is? It is absolutely just stunning to see how it can maneuver so smoothly around here. I was thinking, is it possible for us to go, I'm just going to check and see if there are any lines or anything, but is it possible for us to go very, very close to the cabin there? Would it be possible to see it like a steering wheel or something like that? Wow. This kind of tilted. Now you can see the light works here. See if I can put on even more light. That's when it's off. That's when it's fully on. I think this position is best. Let's see. I'm a bit scared of that line down there. Is that on the deck or where is it? It's kind of going up there. Okay, okay. So let's see if we can sneak over here. Maybe we can get another view of the inside here. If I can start the ROV camera as well, maybe we can take some scenes without the screen recording. Yeah, we're going to be able to go here, but I'm going to be very, very careful. I don't want to get entangled and lose this ROV. So where are we? Are we further up? That's the cat. Okay, so we're down here. Let's just go a little bit up. Up. Come on. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. And then let's commence a little bit forward. And then a little bit down. This is where the captain would have been when he did his work fishing for the Germans. And then maybe some German officer would take control. There's one very special story I could tell you about these vessels and the usage of it, and that is that a special task was needed from some of the vessels, and that task was just bizarre. It was when the Germans needed a vessel to tow targets for practice shooting. The large guns and the coastal artilleries and the gun positions on the Atlantic Wall, they would actually tell the skippers that they had to meet there, and they would tow a huge thing behind them. And just imagine being a fisherman having to comply with such an assignment, knowing that huge guns will fire upon something just behind you. That must have been terrifying, just terrifying, to be honest. So that's a very special kind of usage that they wanted these vessels to have. So the Germans, they transported troops with them. They did movements of strategic importance with them. But one thing, they really, look at the fish there. We have a beautiful fish just hovering around there. One thing that also was done with these vessels, that was to make sure that the local fishermen couldn't perform illegal activities with their vessels, like smuggling, maybe transporting allies, equipment, and maybe even transport saboteurs coming in from the coastline. So that is also a reason why the Germans needed to have full control of these vessels, because if they had that, they knew that the locals wouldn't have the opportunity to do things like that. And that was also a major piece of the puzzle of why they wanted to have control of vessels like this. They're not like huge armored vessels. They're just fishing boats, but they were very important in the small local communities and the need that the Germans had for that. All right, that was just a fantastic trip back in time. Very, very glad that I had the opportunity to share this little story with you, and I'm extremely glad to see how well this ROV works, and it is an absolute honor to be able to say that I couldn't have done it without it. And for me, as a little guy in the street, having this opportunity. Thank you QYSea for being so kind to give us the opportunity. And what you created here is just a fantastic tool, not just for me, but probably for a lot of people out there. Just look at the contour there. We are now leaving the vessel, and it will probably be like that for a very, very long time. Yeah, that was the story of a sunken German World War II ghost ship. And I have to say, that little tool there, the QYSea made the Fifish V6, wow, it is pretty amazing. Thanks again QYSea for letting us have the opportunity to find out whether that thing could do it. It sure can, and we will take it out and do even more exploring. And yes, we have already actually, and there will be fantastic adventures coming up. Please subscribe, share, comment, and if you want to support our work, please watch the videos in full, watch more of our videos, check out the ads. All of that helps out. And also you can check out my giveaway videos in the beginning of each month, and you can see how you can become a Patreon and PayPal supporter, because we really do need all the support we can get. And I think we fairly give you pretty unique material to enjoy, watch and learn from. A massive thumbs up and thank you to my already existing Patreon supporters and PayPal supporters. My team members are truly a magnificent crew, and I'm really proud to take you along in these journeys back in time. Other than that, stay safe, keep smiling, and we'll meet you out there in the next underwater exploring.